the midday sun casting its intense golden radiance across the perfectly manicured lawns of the English countryside, carries a timeless weight, evoking an atmosphere of refined tradition and understated drama that has defined high society for generations. On days like these, when the summer heat hangs thick in the air, and the gentle rustle of ancient oaks offers the only reprieve from the elements, the eyes of the world inevitably turn toward a singular, highly exclusive arena where heritage and sport seamlessly intertwine. There is a specific rhythm to these grand seasonal gatherings, an unfolding spectacle that serves as both a public celebration and a private sanctuary for those born into or chosen by history. The soft thud of horse hooves against the turf, the distant clinking of crystal glasses, and the low, synchronized murmur of an expectant crowd all contribute to an environment where every single movement is observed, documented, and analyzed by millions across the globe. Yet, beneath the structured surface of this idyllic summer tableau, a much deeper and more compelling narrative is quietly unfolding, one that speaks to the enduring nature of public duty, the invisible pressures of constant observation, and the delicate balance between personal expression and historical expectation. To truly understand the significance of what transpires on these grounds, one must look far beyond the immediate surface elements of the event, diving into the subtle visual cues, the deliberate choices of presence, and the historical echoes that reverberate through the air. Every summer brings its own unique sequence of public appearances, but certain moments possess a distinct quality that transcends the ordinary, capturing the cultural imagination and prompting a deeper exploration of the individuals who shape the modern perception of royalty. As the afternoon progresses and the vibrant energy of the gathering intensifies, the collective focus shifts toward the arrival of individuals whose very presence commands absolute attention, transforming a traditional sporting event into a captivating study of style, grace, and modern influence. If you find yourself drawn to these deep explorations of contemporary history, cultural shifts, and the fascinating stories behind the world's most recognizable figures, please take a brief moment to support our work by subscribing to the channel, ensuring you never miss a chapter of these meticulously crafted accounts. The art of navigating the public eye during the height of the summer season requires an almost supernatural level of composure, a quality that has become synonymous with the modern standard of public presentation. On this particular Friday, as the temperatures soared and the brilliant sunlight illuminated every corner of the historic grounds, the arrival of the Princess of Wales signaled the beginning of a new chapter in the ongoing visual history of the royal family. Stepping out into the bright afternoon, her choice of attire immediately became a subject of intense fascination, perfectly balancing the demands of a scorching summer day with the strict, unwritten codes of royal elegance. Dressed in a striking black and white gingham sundress by Temperley London, she offered a masterclass in seasonal dressing, utilizing a pattern that evokes both nostalgic British charm and contemporary sophistication. The choice of gingham, a textile pattern with deep historical roots in both traditional craftsmanship and mid-century high fashion, felt simultaneously fresh and deeply grounded in a classic aesthetic, proving once again her innate ability to communicate through style. The dress itself, with its flowing silhouette and structured bodice, seemed perfectly engineered to combat the oppressive heat while maintaining an impeccable, unruffled appearance that defied the challenging weather conditions. To complement this carefully selected garment, the princess chose to keep her accessories remarkably minimal, a deliberate strategy that allowed the graphic pattern of the dress to remain the central focus of her visual presentation. She slipped into a pair of elegant slingback nude heels by Camilla Elphick, a choice that lengthened the silhouette while providing a neutral, sophisticated foundation for the entire ensemble. Protecting her eyes from the brilliant glare of the summer sun, she wore a pair of classic Ralph by Ralph Lauren sunglasses, a practical yet effortlessly stylish addition that lent an air of cinematic mystery to her appearance. Her jewelry choices further reflected this philosophy of understated luxury, featuring delicate earrings and a coordinating bracelet from Cézanne, paired thoughtfully with a sophisticated cuff from Halcyon Days. Every element of the ensemble, from the accessible luxury of the eyewear to the historical prestige of the jewelry, demonstrated a profound understanding of how modern figures engage with public perception, mixing contemporary design with timeless elegance. As she made her way across the grounds, accompanied by Prince William's equerry, Mike Reynolds, the atmosphere was thick with anticipation, setting the stage for an event that is as much about family legacy and charitable devotion as it is about athletic prowess. This appearance at the Royal Charity Polo Cup comes as part of an incredibly active and visually stunning sporting week for the princess, who just days prior had captivated onlookers at Wimbledon in a brilliant blue Gabriella Hearst suit. That particular choice, bold in its color and sharp in its tailoring, contrasted beautifully with the breezy, monochromatic charm of her polo attire, showcasing a remarkable stylistic versatility that mirrors the diverse nature of her public responsibilities. The transition from the structured, historic stands of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club to the open, sun-drenched fields of the Polo Club highlights the dynamic rhythm of the royal summer calendar, a period where public engagement and traditional pastimes merge into a singular, continuous spectacle. The polo match itself, a fixture of the summer charitable circuit, carries with it an immense weight of tradition, serving as a reminder of the long-standing connection between the monarchy and philanthropic endeavours. For 15 consecutive years, the Prince of Wales has been a constant driving presence at this specific event, utilising his athletic skill and global platform to raise vital funds and awareness for a multitude of deserving causes. This year, as he prepared to take to the field, the atmosphere was charged with a familiar sense of purpose and a quiet, domestic camaraderie that always characterises these specific outings. The princess was later spotted chatting warmly with her husband between the fast-paced matches, their easy interaction providing a rare, brief glimpse into their shared world amidst the structured demands of their public lives. However, beneath the immediate warmth of this summer gathering and the celebratory nature of the charity match, the history of this event carries a poignant reminder of changing times and evolving family dynamics. In the years past, this very field would have witnessed a fierce, friendly rivalry, as Prince William frequently competed against his brother, Prince Harry, in matches that drew global attention and highlighted their shared passion for the sport. It has now been 7 long years since the younger royal last participated in this specific summer tradition, a passage of time that underscores the profound shifts that have occurred within the family structure. The absence of that familiar brotherly competition on the turf adds a layer of quiet reflection to the afternoon, casting a long, historical shadow over the sunlit grounds. Yet, the narrative of this particular weekend is far from simple, as concurrent events across the country add an undeniable layer of complexity and tension to the broader story. At this very moment, Prince Harry is documented to be in the United Kingdom, accompanied by his wife, Meghan Markle, and their 2 young children, Prince Archie, who is now 7, and Princess Lilibet, who is 5. The family of 4 has already undertaken significant private meetings, including a gathering with King Charles, an event that signals a quiet, subterranean shifting of familial tides beneath the surface of public life. Furthermore, reports have emerged suggesting that the Sussex family hopes to travel to the Althorpe estate in Northamptonshire, the historic ancestral home and final resting place of Princess Diana. This potential pilgrimage to the quiet, secluded island where the late princess rests adds an incredibly emotional and profound dimension to their journey, connecting the present generation directly to the enduring legacy of the past. As the sun begins its slow descent over the polo fields, the juxtaposition of these two worlds, one celebrating a long-standing public tradition in the summer heat, and the other navigating a private, deeply emotional journey of memory and reconciliation, creates an invisible, magnetic tension that defines the true spirit of the modern era. The rhythmic thud of polo mallets striking the ball and the intense, powerful gallop of thoroughbred horses across the sun-drenched field create a dramatic backdrop that contrasts sharply with the elegant, whispered conversations taking place along the sidelines of the Royal Charity Polo Cup. As the afternoon sun reaches its zenith, casting sharp shadows across the vibrant green turf, the sheer physical intensity of the sport takes center stage, demanding absolute focus from the players and capturing the undivided attention of the distinguished spectators. Prince William, a seasoned competitor who has dedicated 15 years of his life to this specific annual charitable tradition, moves with a practiced, instinctive grace on the field, his competitive drive evident in every strategic turn and rapid acceleration. The charity match is not merely a display of athletic skill. It is a high-stakes endeavor where millions of dollars are raised for critical global causes, ranging from wildlife conservation to mental health initiatives, transforming a historical pastime into a powerful vehicle for modern philanthropy. Watching from the Royal Pavilion, the Princess of Wales remains a central figure of composure, her presence acting as a stabilizing anchor amidst the fast-paced energy of the sporting event and the unceasing hum of media activity. The brief, stolen moments between chukkers, when the players return to the sidelines to change horses and catch their breath, reveal a deeper, more personal layer to the day's proceedings. As Kate is seen engaging in animated, affectionate conversation with her husband. These genuine interactions, occurring in the full view of the public and the international press, offer a compelling counter-narrative to the relentless speculation that often surrounds their highly scrutinized public lives, showcasing a partnership built on shared dedication and mutual support. However, as the game progresses and the tension on the field mounts, the invisible undercurrents of family history and unresolved geographic proximity begin to weigh more heavily on the collective atmosphere of the gathering. The very field upon which Prince William currently competes was once the arena for a legendary brotherly rivalry, a place where he and Prince Harry would routinely face off in front of cheering crowds, displaying a shared passion and an easy camaraderie that seemed completely unbreakable. It has now been 7 full years since the Duke of Sussex last rode onto these specific grounds, a chronological milestone that serves as a stark, unavoidable reminder of the profound fracturing that has occurred within the royal house since that time. The memory of those past matches hangs tangibly over the event, creating a poignant juxtaposition between the unified front presented by the Prince and Princess of Wales today and the fragmented reality of the broader family unit. This emotional complexity is intensified exponentially by the knowledge that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, along with their children Archie and Lilibet, are currently residing just a short distance away on British soil, marking a rare and highly volatile convergence of the two factions within the United Kingdom. The presence of the Sussexes in the country, occurring simultaneously with such a high-profile public appearance by the Walesies, creates a state of acute public relations tension, where every logistical movement and private itinerary is analysed for signs of a potential confrontation or an unexpected reconciliation. The media landscape is saturated with reports regarding the details of the Sussex family's stay, most notably their highly significant private audience with King Charles, an encounter that represents the first time the monarch has spent meaningful time with his youngest grandchildren in years. This highly private meeting, occurring away from the flashing cameras and structured protocols of official royal life, highlights the deeply human element of a conflict that is so often reduced to headlines and public relations strategies, revealing a grandfather's desire to maintain a connection with his lineage despite the profound ideological and personal divides that separate the adults. Yet, even as these delicate familial interactions occur in the shadows, the primary focus of the Sussex's itinerary appears to be directed toward a much more solemn and deeply sentimental objective. Page 6 and multiple high-level insiders have confirmed that the family of four is actively finalizing arrangements to make a deeply private pilgrimage to the Althorpe estate in Northamptonshire, the ancestral home of the Spencer family and the final resting place of the late Princess Diana. This planned journey to the secluded island on the estate's oval lake, where the iconic princess was laid to rest nearly 3 decades ago, carries an immense emotional weight that resonates deeply with the public consciousness. For Prince Harry, introducing his young children, 7-year-old Archie and 5-year-old Lilibet, to the resting place of the grandmother they will only ever know through stories and photographs, is a profoundly personal act of remembrance and legacy building, designed to anchor his children within his own maternal history. This emotional pilgrimage stands in sharp, almost painful contrast to the festive, high society atmosphere of the charity polo match, illustrating the dual realities that the members of this family must constantly navigate. One, rooted in the public celebration of ongoing tradition, and the other defined by the private processing of historical trauma and memory. The sheer lack of clarity surrounding whether the Sussexes and the Waleses will cross paths during this brief window of overlapping time adds a layer of absolute suspense to the weekend, with royal commentators and the public alike waiting to see if the physical proximity will force a breakthrough or solidify the existing estrangement. Behind the scenes, court courtiers and security details are operating under immense pressure, managing the complex logistics of two separate, high-profile royal operations taking place on English soil simultaneously without allowing their paths to accidentally collide in a manner that could overshadow either the charitable goals of the Polo Cup or the deeply personal nature of the Althorpe visit. The Princess of Wales's choice to remain entirely focused on the event at hand, projecting an image of serene dedication and flawless style, serves as a powerful testament to her mastery of public diplomacy, ensuring that the focus remains firmly on the charitable organizations benefiting from the match rather than the surrounding family drama. Her interactions throughout the day, not only with her husband, but also with his equerry Mike Reynolds and various tournament officials, paint a picture of a woman entirely comfortable in her historical role, executing her duties with an effortless precision that has become her hallmark. As the final chukkar approaches and the physical battle on the polo field reaches its absolute climax, the unresolved questions regarding the family's future continue to linger in the warm summer air, transforming a simple sporting event into a microcosm of the modern monarchy's complex, ongoing evolutionary struggle. As the final chukkar concludes and the dust begins to settle over the pristine polo fields of the English countryside, the true magnitude of the Royal Charity Polo Cup becomes entirely clear, transcending the boundaries of an ordinary sporting event to reveal its position as a cornerstone of modern royal philanthropy and public diplomacy. Prince William's 15-year tenure as a constant, driving participant in this grueling and prestigious tournament reflects a deeply ingrained commitment to service, a trait inherited from generations of ancestors who viewed athletic pursuits not merely as leisure, but as a natural extension of leadership, physical discipline, and community engagement. Over the past decade and a half, his active participation on the field has directly translated into millions of pounds raised for a diverse array of critical organisations, proving that the ancient traditions of the past can be effectively mobilised to address the urgent social and environmental challenges of the 21st century. The funds generated on this singular afternoon are destined to support vital initiatives worldwide, ranging from complex mental health resources and youth development programs to large-scale wildlife conservation efforts across Africa and the United Kingdom. This dedication to tangible, real-world outcomes is what grounds the entire high society spectacle in a sense of profound purpose, ensuring that the elegance displayed on the sidelines by figures like the Princess of Wales is mirrored by real, measurable progress in the communities they champion. The seamless coordination required to execute an event of this scale underscores the vital role played by the royal household's supporting staff, including individuals like the Prince's equerry Mike Reynolds, whose discreet but essential presence throughout the day ensures the flawless execution of official duties, allowing the royal couple to navigate their public responsibilities with absolute confidence and security beyond the athletic achievements and the philanthropic milestones. The events of this remarkable week offer a profound insight into the meticulous art of royal presentation and the deliberate choices that define the public profiles of its central figures. The Princess of Wales's fashion trajectory throughout the week, moving seamlessly from the structured, vivid blue Gabriella Hurst suit at Wimbledon to the breezy, nostalgic black and white gingham Temperley London sundress at the polo match, serves as a compelling case study in visual communication. Temperley London, a quintessentially British fashion house founded by designer Alice Temperley, is renowned globally for its celebration of bohemian elegance, intricate textile patterns, and traditional craftsmanship, making it the perfect choice for a summer event that honours British heritage while embracing a relaxed, contemporary aesthetic. By pairing this graphic, sophisticated dress with understated accessories like the Camilla Elphick slingback nude heels, classic Ralph by Ralph Lauren sunglasses, and timeless jewelry pieces from Cézanne and Halcyon Days, the princess masterfully communicates a narrative of accessible luxury, sustainable fashion choices, and grounded refinement. Each brand selected carries its own unique history and design philosophy, contributing to a collective image that balances high fashion prestige with practical, real-world utility. This calculated approach to style is far from superficial. It is a highly sophisticated form of silent diplomacy that respects the solemnity of royal tradition while remaining deeply relatable to a global audience that scrutinizes every single garment, accessory, and public interaction for deeper meaning and cultural relevance. While the sun-drenched polo fields celebrate the continuity of public service and institutional stability, a parallel narrative of memory, legacy, and emotional reconciliation is quietly taking shape in the historic heart of Northamptonshire at the Althorpe estate. As the ancestral home of the Spencer family for over 5 centuries, Althorpe stands as a magnificent monument to English architectural and cultural history, but its modern significance is forever intertwined with the memory of the late Princess Diana, who found her final resting place on a secluded, tree-lined island within the estate's peaceful oval lake. The reported desire of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to bring their young children, 7-year-old Prince Archie and 5-year-old Princess Lilibet, to this sacred sanctuary represents a deeply poignant moment of generational convergence and personal remembrance. For the young prince and princess who are being raised far from the historic palaces and structured environments of Great Britain, This private pilgrimage offers a vital, physical connection to their maternal lineage and the extraordinary grandmother whose enduring spirit and global impact continue to captivate the world. The act of standing on the quiet shores of Althorpe, away from the unyielding scrutiny of the international press and the rigid protocols of official court life, provides the Sussex family with a rare protected space for private reflection, personal grief, and historical anchoring, reinforcing the unbreakable bonds of blood and memory that persist despite vast geographic distance and complex institutional estrangement. Ultimately, the striking juxtaposition of these concurrent events, the vibrant public celebration of duty and charity at the Polo Cup and the quiet, private journey of remembrance at Althorpe Estate, captures the complex, multifaceted reality of the modern royal narrative as it unfolds in the current era. The separate paths taken by Prince William and Prince Harry over the course of this momentous week highlight the profound evolution of their respective destinies. Yet both brothers remain fundamentally bound by the shared legacy of their mother and the enduring responsibilities of their birthrights. Whether through the continuous 15-year commitment to charitable sporting traditions on the fields of Windsor or through the deeply sentimental act of introducing a new generation to the peaceful landscapes of Northamptonshire, the enduring influence of Princess Diana's life, achievements, and tragic loss remains the invisible thread that connects the fractured pieces of this historic family. As the summer evening draws to a close, casting long, elegant shadows across the green turf of the polo grounds and the historic stones of England's grandest estates, the unresolved questions of reconciliation and future unity continue to linger in the public consciousness, reminding the world that behind the flawless aesthetics, the magnificent wardrobe choices, and the high society gatherings lies a deeply human story of a family navigating its past, honoring its obligations, and searching for a path forward under the unyielding gaze of history.